You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hey guys, it's Melody Lane, and in this video, I am going to show you how to put together this peekaboo shutter card. Some call it the magic window card. Some call it a secret window card. It's called many things. There are many videos on how to make this card. I was sent a picture of one and asked by one of my Patreon supporters if I could design this in Cricut Design Space. So I did not make this card. I did not design it from the first. I watched many videos on how they did it. I tried to change it up a little, and one thing I really wanted to change didn't work at all. So I'm like, oh, you can't close it when I do that. So it was a lot of trial and error and a lot of test cuts. I did make a few adjustments. I made this easy. Let me show you the cards first. So this is one of my favorites. I love this paper. It's from Cricut, and this is one of the watercolor sets. The paper I'm gonna be using is gonna be this paper, which is another watercolor set. It's the other one. So here's what it looks like when you open it. Isn't that awesome? I love this. And like I said, I am not the one that created the design. We embossed this with the Cuttlebug. We wrote on the inside of this, and I wrote on the inside of all of mine, but I think this would be awesome to do a picture. You could do print and cut. You could put a cupcake in there, and you could write happy birthday here. I probably will make another one for happy birthday. I've been meaning to do that. So for my Patreon supporters, I will make a birthday one and have it curved around saying happy birthday, and then you could put like a cupcake in the middle, or you could put a picture of this. Or if this was Mother's Day, you could do Happy Mother's Day and put the children in here. The grandchildren would be cute. So you open it up and see that. So this could be Valentine's Day, it could be anything. You can say love you to so many people and just a card for no reason at all. So that's one. And then I love this one. All the paper I use is Cricut. This is the Disney Cricut paper. And I like this one because I really enjoy watching this middle window. This is not a card for anything. You could even make a square up here, a rectangle, and put on there happy birthday and just glue it to one side, or put that down here, or whatever you want to put on it. And then you open it up. And I like this one because I like the circle cut out in the top, because you can totally see it open. And it's kind of stressful. Not stressful, stress-free. If you are stressed, you can kind of open that. If you had a really nice saying, inspirational saying or something in there, that would be cute too. But I can see little girl just sitting and playing with this with the Minnie Mouse inside. Isn't it so cute? I know, I say that too much. Isn't it so cute? So that's another one. And then I thought, because this kind of looks like a camera shutter, I put a camera on it. So I also made this one, and all of my Patreon supporters get these files. So these are all made from free images. These are totally free. This one, the base image is totally free, but the camera is not. The camera is from Design Space. I'm not sure if this one is in Access or not. I think it might be. But then the writing, as you can see, this one has writing on it. The writing is also another image for 99 cents if you don't have Access. Pretty sure it's in Access. So I had to size them so one would write on top of the other. So it cut out and then also wrote. And then you open up the card, and this one says happy birthday. Isn't that cute? And then you could also add things over here. You could add flowers to these. You could add anything you want. You could add things on the sides here. So you could do so much with these. So I love seeing what you guys do with these cards. Some people say I'm so talented, but really I just inspire you guys to be talented, because you guys are the ones that are more talented in making the gorgeous cards. Okay, so let's bring this card in. Okay, I have all my pieces cut out. I'm using glue from Made It. Comes in all different kinds of bottles. The little tip comes separately. There is a link in the description to purchase this, and the papers, Cricut papers, all kinds of Cricut paper. They're pearl paper, they're poster board, they're corrugated paper. Right now, if you're watching this when I upload it, they're on sale 50% off. And you can use my code, Melody Lane, and it's another 10% off and free shipping. So check out that. I'll put a link to all the paper in the description below. Let's separate all these. And I did have the machine score this and did fold these and fold the card. One thing I did for you guys that you can't do if you make this yourself by watching the other videos. See that circle in the middle? I scored that. I also scored a rectangle right here and a rectangle right here. These are guidelines. These are not to be scored. They're just guidelines, so you don't have to measure. You don't have to guess. It's so much easier this way. Let's put all the layers together. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a Sharpie, and I'm gonna go around the edges. So I'm just gonna take the pen, go around the edge. You can do this with ink. I've shown many different ways to do this. And I know a lot of you are new and you might not have ink, but Sharpie, almost everyone has a Sharpie. And you have to be careful not to scribble over onto the front. If you're gonna like scribble over, do it on the back. Now I'm gonna do the inside. Okay, now I'm gonna do the heart, and then I'm gonna do the rest of it. It's the heart, you have to kind of push it down in there in the center. See, I just messed up on the back, but that's okay. If you mess up on the front, maybe you can just add some bling to it to cover up the mistakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these off camera, so I'm not wasting your time doing them. Okay, I'm not gonna do the green. We're just doing it on this printed paper, and that's completely your choice, as choice of color, choice of paper is all yours. Okay, let's glue these pieces down now. There's only 3 pieces with the layers. And you wanna put glue down these sides. The first time I didn't, and you could tell I didn't. Don't need a lot of glue, but you do wanna make sure you get the corners. Sometimes I just push it up there into the corners. And then I'm really looking at the circle, trying to get it around the circle, because if I can get it even around the circle, the rest of it will pretty much be even. Although if you look closely at most of my cards, they're not even. This glue dries invisible, so it's okay if it oozes out the edge. And I like this glue because I can move it around to get it more perfect after I put the glue on it. Okay, so let's put the card together. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this flat. Now, this also has score lines on it. It has like a little diamond score line. Do not fold. That score line is only so we know how this matches up. So we're gonna put glue on this one. And you wanna keep this piece flat. You do not want to pop this one up at all. And we're gonna try to do it so the points of the score lines are up and down, and put it right in that circle. If the points aren't up and down, this will just be off a little. It really won't be that big of a difference. Okay, now it's time to put these on. See this? That's a rectangle, and it matches the rectangle on here. And so we're going to glue this portion down to this square here. There's a score line right here, so you do have to crease a score line. So let's put this down. You do not want the edge of this to go over that score line or it won't fold properly. It won't work, okay? So it has to be, this one has to be to the right of the score line, and this one has to be to the left of the score line on the outsides. So put a little glue. And then match this up to the top of this one. And move it so it's not on the score line. This line should match up with the score line in here. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So I can see the score line, and I'm gonna add glue here. And you wanna make sure you get a good amount of glue here on the edge. So I'm gonna put this one here. So as soon as you put this side down, fold it over and make sure it matches up even with the top and bottom of this one. Okay, so it's not gonna fold very well yet until we get this piece on here. So then we're gonna put that, and then this will fold in here and close properly. So let's go ahead and get this on. So we're gonna use these dots. I'm not really gonna use the dots. I got this from Michael's a long time ago. I think it was $1. And I don't like to waste anything. So we're using the stuff the dots came out of. So I'm cutting this in half again. So it's only at the top and at the bottom. I'm gonna cut this smaller. So I'll put a piece up here and a piece up there. Let's see how that fits. Yep, that'll work. Oh, except for we don't want that showing. Let's cut that off. There we go. Now peel the, you can use foam tape, but you may need 2 layers of foam tape because foam tape usually isn't that thick. You need something with a little bit of thickness so these have room to move. So I'm just trying to center this from the top to the bottom. I think that's pretty close. And then you can close it. And this has a little bit of a crease here that you can see from the glue, but no worries. We're gonna cover it up with this. So let's put these on. And we're gonna try to center it there. Then we're gonna do this one and try to get this one even with this one. There we go. So now you can have the card just like this. You could add something on here. You can add a saying on here, happy birthday, and just glue it to one side and have it go across. You can also do a belly band. Some of the videos I watched, most of them, had a belly band across it, which is just any size piece of paper you want that wraps all the way around. You glue it together in the back, and then the person has to slide it off to open the card. And then you could put something on the belly band with happy birthday, happy anniversary, congrats. Whatever you want to put on there for whatever occasion you are making this card. I'm going to go ahead and put these hearts. I was trying to think of a way to put these on like some hearts so I can get it to close easier. Like this one, I had it like this. So it stays closed, well, pretty closed. So you intertwine the hearts. So let me show you how I did that. I just put glue on the one side of the heart. So it goes across it a little bit. And then I did the same thing over here and did it on this side of the heart. And then you have them like that. So it kind of holds it together better than just like this or just like that. And you can do either way. You can flip that heart inside there and it helps it close better, or flip that one inside there. And you can do this with any shape. My test cut was with circles. I did it with circles. That was really cool looking. Almost looked like a MasterCard on the front. But you can do that. Something else I also thought of, you could put a gift card inside here. So you can, I wouldn't glue it, but use some glue dots to put on the gift card inside here, and they would have to rip out the card to get it. That's always fun too. So if you like my card and you want to get this with all the score lines and everything done for you, you can support my channel on Patreon for only $1 a month. And you get hundreds of files, not just this one, and not just the ones I put out this month. You get them all going back to October 2013. So you can still see all the posts I had from way back when, and all my files. and there's so much more to come. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and don't miss my Design Space tutorial on Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. I am live teaching you Design Space. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video, but first, here's a shout out to a few of the people who support my channel on Patreon. Monica, Lena, Sue, Lori, Huntress Habits, Juanita, Dawn, Kathy, Milagro, Wendy, Mickey, Eva, Michelle, Erica, Jean Ann, Ashley, Vivian, Heather, Gina, Sandy, Carrie, Kim, Iris, Lois, Kelly, Lisa, Bridgetta, Charlotte, Diane, Patricia, Esther, Angela, Lynn, Teresa, Jeannie, Ron, Pam, Marion, Bridetta, Debbie, Terry, Janice, Kathleen, Linda, Diane, Lisa, Cynthia, Edwina, Robert, Kiona, Sandy, Kyle Daniels, Glenda, Ellen, Jennifer, Vivian, Michelle, Kimberly, Denise, Carla, Deborah, Becky, Patricia, Bonnie, Stephanie, Selena, Bibi, Carol, Trish, Sandy, Jerry, Lynn, Donna, Julie, Lisa, Angela, Megan, Darnice, Stacy, Melinda, Zoila, Nisha, Julie, Samantha, Naomi, Felicia, Sharon, Donna, Janet, Evonia, Lydia, Debbie, Darla, and Carolyn. Thanks, guys.